We're the ghosts of dessert past.
Ooh.
Aye, we can't see their camera.
Hopefully we're all in frame.
Yeah, hopefully we're all good here.
I'm gonna just change some stuff here real quick.
All right, that's exactly what we should start doing for sure.
Go ahead and talk, Robbie.
Talking. Getting this all set up live. I take it.
Talking. Yeah, I assume so.
How about here? How are we sounding right about here?
Hopefully we're sounding good.
We're just not very loud, is all.
That's fair.
Turn up your volumes, guys. It's not on us.
May have an audio interface, but I can't help what you hear.
There we go. That should be about right now.
Better?
Are we good?
Better.
Hopefully.
It's much better.
Cool.
All right. So there may be a little bit of audio technical difficulties here because there's a new audio interface that we're using. But for the most part, I think we should be good.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Let me do a test. I really see my voice in there.
Yeah, that would help.
Amazing.
We did it.
Hooray.
That's great. Okay.
Also, Sam's wondering who's the one that's cloaked in the shadows.
Yes. No, I'm
Oh,
on the
right.
left here. Yeah. Hi.
So I guess we should do this thing.
Yeah.
Hi, I am Dry Archuleta, joined today by Robbie.
Hi.
And on the very end, that's E.
Hello.
Look at him.
I know, I'm usually behind the thing, but
Yeah. With what we're doing today, he decided it felt weird for him to not be behind the thing. Or to be. Yeah. No, yeah. It felt weird to be behind the thing, actually. Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, I got there.
Eventually.
Because today, we're all edging.
It's edging time, guys. It's
time.
the edging stream.
3 guys in one room. We're gonna edge.
All
Wait. We're going to be. We 3 have been talking about this for a very long time,
Longer than the actual streams.
longer than the actual streams. But we decided one of the first ideas that we had on the stream was to
Like
judge
a-
the edges of desserts.
Because why not?
Because why not? So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be eating the edges of desserts, and afterwards we're going to do another thing with desserts. Also includes edging. So, yeah, as you can see at the bottom right corner of your screen,
In this area.
yes, others what actually.
Oh.
There you go.
Edging.
That is the things that why the edges, because that's why it's funnier that way.
It was literally based off of a discussion we had where we were talking about how some desserts, like the edge, is the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like
scientific
the whole-
testing here.
It's mostly the brownie debate. And like whether the center brownie or the edge brownie is the better one.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of different things here. We have cookies, funfetti cake, chocolate cake, brownies, strudel,
Crumble.
sorry,
Long John.
long john, cheesecake, pie, and a turnover.
All things with edges.
All things with edges.
You can't prove otherwise.
Prove us. You can, what? We're going to show you everything we're eating. Look at that. Look at that thing we're eating. Has an edge.
It's true.
So, yeah. I need to find a place to put
We're already having a debate in the chat.
We need chat
Yeah.
somewhere easier. But yeah, our audio seems to be coming through just fine.
Cool.
I'm gonna switch it to the tree cam real quick.
Okay.
I cut it. I'm cutting. I'm not gonna manually fade each time for 3
Listen.
hours.
Yeah, Dry needs to have that 9,000 millisecond fade over,
Every
or else it's
single
just
time.
not a stream.
If we have that fade in on
It'll
every
be a
single
3
cut,
hour
it's gonna be 4.5, 5 hour stream. So,
And like
Yeah.
maybe 20 minutes of eating edges.
20 minutes of edging. That's barely any.
Yeah, if you're only edging for 20 minutes, are you even really edging?
really edging. Trushan says, "What about a dessert shaped like the Mandelbrot set, aka an infinite edge?"
He knows math and stuff.
Well, I don't. So this is nonsense.
I'm guessing it's like a Mobius strip where it's like all, just all.
Yeah, I gotta look that up now.
Oh, all edges. All right. So, E, if you want to hand me those plates, I'm going to start serving this up.
Oh no, it's that's a Mandelbrot. Oh,
Oh, we're finding it.
it's like that.
Oh, is it the thing where
It
like
has like infinite edges
That's-
basically, or infinite
Oh,
circles.
That's just the
Go to the-
thing.
show it on the camera so people at home?
Isn't that like just what is in like every movie
Yeah.
about like science when they look into a thing?
Basically, I think.
Yeah, it does kind of look like what happens whenever bacteria spreads. Unfortunately, we don't have a. I'm blanking on the name of that thing now.
A Mobius strip,
No, not a Mobius strip. That's not what I'm thinking
scope.
of. Um,
kaleidoscope.
this is why I keep on getting stuck on things. You guys just throw me off.
Scope-a-dope.
We don't have a petri dish. That's what I was thinking of.
That's not a scope.
No, it's not.
If we thought ahead, we probably could have cut this stuff before we.
Probably. Maybe smarter people would have done that.
Well, you don't come here for smart people.
No.
It just says, I'm sure there's plenty of bacteria on the edges of your cake. Yeah, look at this little.
Considering some of the places that we bought these cakes.
Yeah, look how big the bacteria are on this plate. That's crazy.
Oh wow, how crazy.
Again,
Alright.
we don't know the audio situation. I don't even know if half the jokes I'll make it because
Yeah.
I move all the time.
If you're over near there, they're not hearing anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this has
Good
great
to know.
bacteria.
Also known as funfetti.
Also known as funfetti. I'm gonna be a bit biased here. Funfetti is my favorite cake. It was even mine and Liz's
Okay.
wedding cake. So let's try the edges here. Let's get to edging. You're gonna hear chewing tonight.
I mean, some people like that.
All right.
I don't know if our audience likes that, but some people like it.
I gotta say, a little dry, very frosting forward.
Yes,
Mhm.
lots and lots of frosting.
I like funfetti frosting though.
It's okay.
It's very vanilla.
Very, very vanilla.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is very much a white cake with sprinkles.
Shan just says ASMR for free?
Our version of ASMR. Nom, 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 nom.
You know what's funny though? I watch so much eating content on like YouTube and shit.
I can't. It makes me want to barf.
I don't know why, but I am fascinated by chewing noises.
Just like that.
You have like the opposite of the thing where people can't stand chewing noises.
I do. Like if there's a movie where there's like people chewing, I'm in instantly. Like this is a better scene. I can hear him chew. All right. I'm ready to give my rating on this.
Yeah.
I would go with a B. I think that's totally
I
solid.
think it's a
Yeah.
middle of the road seems very fair.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
also gonna say this is like a very much a B rated cake because like I said, it's kind of dry, but I think for the edge of it, because like for me, it's mostly like the actual cake part of it that I like of the cake. So the edge part of it is something that I don't really think about too much because frosting for me at least is usually too sweet.
Right. This was very sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very, very sweet. Put it
We're all
behind
gonna
you.
have diabetes at the end of this stream.
Joke's on you. I think I'm immune. I shouldn't say that. Every time I say something like that, I'm always like, regret it later. It's like I've never had heartburn. And a week later, I had the worst heartburn of my life. All right. So, Funfetti cake gets a B. E is going to get rid of this one and go and grab the next one, whatever he chooses. So, how's it going, Robbie?
I mean, I'm kind of glad that I brought water with me. I can say that much.
Yeah, could you actually reach over there and grab me that very sweet Gatorade?
No.
Because when I'm eating too much sugar, what I need is
Is
sugar
more
water.
sugar.
Yeah, it's just Sugar all the way, baby.
Just sugar that they give athletes.
Salty sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this flavor though. Green apple. It's not the best flavor.
It's all right.
It's
I'm
not
more
cucumber.
I'm more of a blue guy when it comes to Gatorade.
Lime cucumber is
Gross.
the best Gatorade.
It's gross.
It's so thirst quenching. I feel
Gross.
amazing afterwards.
I mean, if I need to quench my thirst, I usually drink water. But
Yeah, I'm Robbie. I know how to drink water.
that also being said, like I think Gatorade is just okay to me because usually whenever I get like an electrolyte drink, I usually get Body Armor.
Donuts. All right. I think this one we can just grab a donut, right?
Maybe. Let me swap the thing.
Also, Spoon is saying electrolytes is what plant food craves.
It's what it craves, Robbie.
It's got electrolytes.
Shushan saying like the purple Gatorade, which is awesome since no one else likes it.
Purple Gatorade's good.
It's okay.
Is it grape?
Some of them.
Sometimes. It counts on the purple.
What do you mean sometimes?
We have multiple purple.
What shade of purple are you buying?
Purple.
Oh, well, you're not getting specific enough.
Oh my.
Also, Sam agrees with you on the cucumber lime Gatorade.
It's the best Gatorade.
I don't like cucumber flavored drinks.
It's not even like cucumber flavor. It's like cucumber water flavored, which cucumber water is the best water. It's the best water in the world.
I'm gonna admit, I think I've only had normal Gatorade and blue Gatorade,
What do you mean normal?
the red one.
So fruit punch.
Probably.
Yeah, that's basic bitch Gatorade right there.
Yeah, I've had 2 Gatorades in my life.
What?
I
All
always,
right.
I always
So
thought that orange Gatorade was like basic bitch Gatorade.
actually, the basic I say fruit punch is basic bitch because that's also what I think of when I think of like Gatorade, just because the red color.
Yeah.
But I think actually like the most basic Gatorade is the lemon lime. I think like when most people think of Gatorade, like that's Gatorade
I
to
don't know if
them.
that's true. I feel like red's the color people think.
Maybe. Poll and chat.
I can't wait till we can poll.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, so donuts. I think we should all just grab a donut and take a bite of the edge, whichever one you
Also,
want.
Sam is saying that orange is garbage tier and lemon lime is at the bottom
Let's
of the
see.
tier.
Lemon lime's not good.
So you're saying
Better than cucumber.
purple Gatorade is grape Gatorade 0. Despite being called 0, it has 5 calories.
That's not zero then.
And yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're confirming orange is default.
Orange is oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
I always thought of orange as default, but whenever I, did Pee Wee sports as a kid, they always gave us orange Gatorade for some reason.
I know about sports.
As he stuffs a whole donut in his mouth.
That's the edge.
Yeah, just edging.
And just like I know about sports.
If you get the interior icing, you're doing it wrong.
Well, I
See, Long John, you need the icing, like the inside, to really get it.
I got some on my bite.
I did not.
I just don't think. Try the other edge.
Well, no, again, the
that's
edge
the
doesn't
point.
have icing. Yeah.
That's the point, I guess.
It's like doughy.
That's what I was gonna say. I think I don't like the dough on this.
Even that, like, you need like the balance with a Long John, and you're not getting that if you're edging.
Got a little bit of cream on the second edge. Second time edging.
Second time edging, you get a little cream.
It'd be so funny if we get like in trouble for this.
That would be hilarious. I didn't love that. I'm gonna say.
No, I'm thinking like a
I think
maybe a C, possibly a D.
I think you could get a C if you were eating the middle of it. I think if you're eating the edge, that's a D.
I think because I chose the chocolate one, I would probably say it's a B.
Oh, big chocolate guy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's gonna put us.
Put it as a C.
I'd put it as a C. That's the middle ground.
I will say I like the chocolate one better than I liked the funfetti.
Sam's asking if we ate dinner. We did eat. Actual
did eat
food.
Yeah,
actual
we did eat
food,
before
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's like drinking. We made sure to get some food in our body before
Yeah.
we get all the
I
sugar.
drank 4 glasses of water before I came up here and ate donuts. Yeah, that was just disappointing.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I mean, they're also Walmart donuts.
That's fair.
We were not.
Again, they can't hear me. We were not consistent about it.
He's
No,
saying we were not
like,
consistent about it.
They're not
Yeah.
consistent, but whenever you start talking about like desserts with edges on them, I just like, I mean, bar donuts technically have edges to them,
They have edges.
so
The-
might as well bring them.
The donut I kept thinking of was like an old fashioned. Like that feels like an edge donut to me.
What do you mean, like an old fashioned one?
It's called old fashioned donut. So like, I don't
Like
know.
a bar donut or
No, it's circle, but it's like not like rounded off. It's like they just put the dough in the oil right away without like a thing. And so like it has crispy edges and then the centers
Okay.
of it is like more donut-y.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's called an old fashioned. That's like that would have been a good judge, I think, but like last minute, what are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
it was a very last minute thing whenever I grabbed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, E is now going off and getting the next dessert,
Yeah, whichever.
leaving me and Dry to talk about whatever we talk about until he gets back, which I guess we're not the most social today.
I'm very
Right.
social.
Are you?
Stop looking at me.
Okay.
Yeah. So this new mixer is pretty cool.
One more time, you said that super fast.
My bad. This new mixer is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is a pretty neat little thing. Like, it's better than the old one that we had.
If you can tell, our voices are much better quality, I would say. Maybe not better quality, but more maintained.
Yeah, I haven't heard this one back yet, so I couldn't say for sure.
More well maintained.
Also, Safun is asking, what do you guys put on your Ritz crackers?
Cheese.
Yeah, if I'm eating a Ritz cracker, it's either gonna go in tomato soup, potato soup, or I'm putting pepperoni and cheese on it.
Yeah. Pretty big on pepperoni and cheese or salami and cheese.
Salami and cheese. Actually, there was one thing I was doing for a while where I would have a packet of like a roll of Ritz crackers, and then I'd get like those tuna pouches, and then I would just like mix the tuna, like all my stuff that I want in the tuna there, and now I just put it on a cracker and shove that in my mouth.
Yeah, I can see
It
that
actually
working.
takes a lot longer than just making a sandwich, though. So I stopped doing that. So yeah,
Yeah.
next up is a
The-
cookie.
Truson, I guess.
Sean.
Or Truson was saying that's going to definitely be a D tier. I didn't taste anything. I got to go eat a bowl of or celery after this, after watching us eat all this
We
sugar.
should probably eat some vegetables.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so cookie again, one that we can just grab, and only eat the edge there.
Yeah, cookies are a very interesting choice. You know, as you like start thinking about desserts, you'd start questioning what edges are.
You do actually. When your goal is like, what's the most defined edge? Like,
Yeah.
well, technically everything has an edge, but like, what's the edge?
And to be fair, this one does have like nice little ridges with the edges. We should probably get more on the microphone as I say that.
And like with the donut, we got to make sure we're getting as
Break that in
little
half.
middle as we can.
Yep, it's a little middle. That's fine.
Whichever one.
This one. All right. It's gonna crumble a lot.
Yeah.
I'm crunchy.
I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that one.
Also kind of dry.
Dry.
The chocolate chunks are pretty good on that one, though.
I do like the chocolate chunks. Maybe a little too crunchy
Yeah.
for my liking of the
Yeah.
cookie. I like cookie to be not like
Nice.
soft, but like a little bit of give. And that one's pretty
It's a
crispy.
little bit of chewy.
Yeah, that one's pretty crispy.
Sandy.
But there is a nice contrast there between you're having the crunchy and then you get a nice
And then,
chunk
yeah,
of
the chocolate.
That's pretty gooey.
But again, when you're not having the center, there's much less chocolate.
Much
Right.
less chocolate. Yeah.
I would say there are better cookies, but I'd say that's at least a B tier because it had really good chocolate to it.
It did have good chocolate, but okay. We need to take a bite of a center to decide if that's the cookie as a whole, or if that is the edge of the cookie.
That's just a cookie.
When you have the whole cookie, much better balance. The edge, I felt like it was kind of sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the edge of the cookie not great. Better or worse than the donut though?
I like it more than the donut.
Yeah.
I do like it more than the donut.
All right, let's put it in C above a donut.
I'd say B tier.
I
That's
don't
just
know,
my
'cause, like,
opinion, I guess, but
The
I'm always the odd man out on these things.
The reason I don't want to give it B is I think like the difference between that and the cake is pretty big.
That is a pretty big difference. Like, if I had these three desserts in front of me, I'd go for a bite of the cake again.
Specifically talk about the edge, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
The edge, of course. I'd give it like a B minus, a C plus.
You could put it like right on the line.
Minuses or pluses. No, that's a piece the point of it.
Put it right in the middle.
Uh,
Right in between. It's a C plus B minus.
yeah, I'd put it above donut and C,
Okay.
but I don't think I would put it in the same category as cake. This is rough. Judging things is rough.
Yeah. Yeah, cookies. Interesting choice for this. And then Safoon says it's not the center chocolate chip drop are on a peanut butter cookie. Those would be
I don't like peanut butter.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be
you're weird
very-
about that.
Well, you know the ones where they put like the kiss in the middle. That'd be a very funny
Yeah,
thing to use for.
I think that's what he's saying is like, yeah, it's not the center chocolate cookie drop with the peanut butter cookie. That's what he's saying. So like the ones that have like the Hershey's Kiss in the middle of it. Then Sean is saying C for cookie. Spoon's saying C plus. Yeah,
Yeah,
C
I think
plus
C
just-
plus is right above donut, right there.
just above barely passed.
Yeah, because like again, that donut. I mean, maybe the middle's better. We'll see. But that edge is just
I mean, it's just dough and
dough. And it's
But-
mediocre dough.
yeah. And then I think E got the vanilla one, and then you got the maple bar.
Yeah, which I love
And I-
maple.
And I like chocolate, so I think I was tasting more of the chocolate than anything else, which
Yeah.
is probably why I liked it more than you guys did.
I got maple at the end of mine, but it was very dough heavy at first.
That is fair.
Yeah. What else do we have left here? Chocolate cake, brownie, crumble,
Boom,
cheesecake,
cheesecake.
pie, and turnover.
Going with the chocolate cake next.
I actually am dreading this one.
You're dreading this one. Oh
I
no.
like chocolate cake.
Look at the frosting on that.
You know what the sad thing is? That probably has the least amount of frosting out of the ones that I picked out, or the ones that they had at the store.
Yeah, help him. Get your hands on their edge with them.
Hopefully they didn't hear me make that sound.
hope they did. All right. Let's serve this up.
Sean was saying white bread for the next food edge test.
I did suggest toast.
Yeah, he's saying he suggested toast. And then, yeah, Sean is also saying, ooh, chocolate galore.
Just the edge.
Yep.
Him your plate.
Good catch.
Oh,
I don't know if that got caught on camera or not.
One of them small one, yeah.
That's fine. Nobody heard that. It's fine.
Yeah, you're saying that the noise gate on these are a lot better than they used to be.
Yes, because it's built into it.
Nice. Spoon is saying that drizzle makes me think of that old Charmed drama show that used to be on Day TV. We're talking about the one with like the three witches that are sisters or something.
Which show?
Yeah, that drizzle makes me think of that old Charmed drama show. Oh, yep, that's the one he's talking about.
Yeah, Charmed, and then they're
Yeah, the three
dumb.
Sean's saying his mom used to watch that show. Luckily, my mom never watched that, but she did watch a lot of Lifetime movies.
All right.
Oh boy.
The driest part of the cake is the edge.
Yep. And it doesn't help that they put like, you can probably see it where they put some chocolate dust on the edges of it.
Yeah, like chocolate powder or something on
Yeah.
there. Oh. I don't like the powder.
So much.
It's chocolatey as fuck,
Oh
though.
man. So the reason I was dreading this is I don't like when things are like super sweet. And
This is gonna sound weird. This is actually less sweet for me than the Funfetti was.
they're sweet in different ways. Chocolate is like a really strong sweet. So if it was a different frosting, I wouldn't worry. But since it's the chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and chocolate
Chocolate dusting on the side.
yeah, it's really strong.
It's
Probably also
Whatever-
helps that I'm drinking water in between all these, so it's probably
I was
not
drinking
as
Coke
sweet.
Zero.
Yes, because that's totally water.
Yeah.
not
water
sugar
in
in it.
I guess.
I don't like the chocolate dust that they put on the outside. It's really grainy.
It felt less grainy for me, but it is like the more it sits in the back of your mouth, the sweeter it gets.
Yeah,
I think it's just sugar. I think it's just dyed sugar on the outside
It might
of
be,
it.
yeah.
Because it's giving that sugar crunch.
woof.
Gotta finish my edge.
Sean's saying it needs more chocolate.
Should have put
It
just a
was a
whole
lot of
Hershey's
chocolate.
bar. Like,
The one that I almost grabbed actually did have like chocolate shaving on top of it.
oh my gosh.
I think I would probably put it in B.
Yeah,
I think I would default to Robbie's opinion on this because Robbie really likes chocolate, and I'm indifferent to chocolate. Like chocolate can be great or awful. So I think I would default to Robbie's opinion on this one since he's the
I'm like-
chocolate guy.
I would say B, but like just like that one taste is a B. I feel like if you didn't have a palate cleanser, like some water or something to cut it off, because you guys are right, that is really, really sweet.
yeah.
It's very rich.
I'll let
Yes,
my
you-
personal bias of like as the edge. I think that is good.
It's a lot.
Like for it specifically being an edge, like you get a good amount of everything through it.
Yeah.
It just so happens it's a lot to me.
That
It's a
was a
lot.
lot.
It is a lot for sure.
It was very rich. Like I had to take a second palate cleanser to try to get the rest of it out of my mouth. So I'll give you that. It is still B tier, but I do really like chocolate.
Yeah, I would give it a B for sure. The middle looks very moist.
Yeah. I will say like the actual cake part of it, even for the edge, was moist.
It was, and it was on the edge, and the edges are usually really dry on cakes. So, not bad at all.
Says it's B minus chocolate. Moist. And then just says moist.
Moist, moister than an oyster.
And Safun was saying probably go B or B minus. But that's because I can't do too much rich chocolate. And it was rather rich with the dusting on the side, made it that much more. So like a chocolate cake that's already rich because it has a lot of frosting, and then add some chocolate dust on top of it to make it even sweeter.
It was it's very sweet. It puts the in dessert. There's not another word in dessert, is there? Puts the
Puts it
in dessert.
dessert.
Oh man, yeah.
And
I
Sean's
think
saying, I'm
already
glad
not
that-
feeling well.
Sean's also saying, I'm glad that we call cake moist and not damp.
You don't want a damn cake.
No, I was going to say, it is possible to eat a damn cake. You don't want to eat a damn cake.
What?
Like-
Well, I'll say tres leches. Maybe.
I don't know if I'd call that damp, but like,
I think some of them could be damp though.
they could be. Like, when I think of a damn cake, I think of like, you had some dishwater in a sink and there's cake underneath the
Ooh,
plate.
Yeah.
That's when I think of damp cake, I think of that.
Yeah, you don't want that cake. You don't want damp dishwater cake.
Yeah, Sean's also calling that soggy cake.
I don't think you're allowed to say that on Twitch.
Soggy cake?
I think it's against the TOS. All right, so we're doing turnovers, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Something a little bit different. Which
This will
I
be
don't know how
interesting.
well this one's gonna be with the edge.
I
'Cause I
was
feel like
trying the
we're
last
tur-
one. This one I just don't think it's gonna be very
Probably not.
I think it's gonna be dry. I think it's gonna be dry.
And crunchy.
Let's just grab it.
Once again, I want to reiterate: if you're getting like the good stuff in this, you're going too far.
Yeah. I think the best way to do edge on this one is the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Grabbing that corner piece like that.
Yep. Didn't get anything in there.
Getting a little bit, but
Honestly. Okay. As flavor wise, it's just slightly sweet bread.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I would say. It's like sweet bread for which it's not great, like I want to say like almost like honey wheat, but if it was white bread.
Yeah, it honestly tastes like kind of very white bread.
Yeah. Not as dry as I was expecting.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It wasn't quite as dry as I expected, but
not as
kind of
dry.
flaky.
But the thing that I was disappointed with is
A
that
sweet croissant. That's what I would compare it to.
Yeah.
yeah, but like whenever I'm getting a turnover, I kind of want that real crispy edge.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of want that crunch to it, that little bite. Not too crunchy, obviously, but you
But
want like
a
a
little
little
bit.
bit of crunch because you can see it's flaky,
It's flaky, but not crunchy.
but it also
Damp.
pushes in. It's damp. It's damp, really. I'm disappointed. I was kind of excited for that one.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured with the edge of a turnover, it was probably going to be a D tier because you don't eat a turnover for the edges of it. You usually eat a turnover for the, the fruity center.
Yeah, you want a little piece of pie, basically.
Mhm.
Um,
You want pie, but not as much sugar in an actual pie.
I think with the ones we got, the edge of this is pretty disappointing. I would give it a D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
I
fair.
agree.
Didn't
Yeah.
get what you want out of it.
You don't get what you want out of it. Yeah. All right. I'm excited for the middle of it.
Yeah. I feel like we're actually going to enjoy it whenever it gets to the middle of it. But
Or we're
Are
just gonna
most
have
of
so
these-
much sugar in our pie that we're just
probably
gonna hate
just
it.
like, this is too much. I don't know what we were thinking.
4 more to go.
She's
A weak
saying I'm showing
croissant.
off the logo on the back of my shirt. Yeah.
What logo you got?
Oh.
Hey, this is actually advertisement for our store that we don't have open.
We could.
We could have it open. What's going on in chat?
You want yours in this too?
Oh, no, I'm just putting mine on plates so that way whenever we do I'm trying to keep my stuff on the plate so that way whenever we start doing all the center stuff of it, it's just ready.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean's speaking French saying, has that je sais quoi?
Je ne sais quoi?
No?
Je sais quoi?
It's definitely what I said. Did you major in French literature? Neither did I.
Oh, no, I mean, no, that'd be me lame. Just sharing this link around a little bit.
Seeing if anyone else wants to see us suffer through too much sugar.
Yeah, see if anyone takes a bite, you know?
All of us are going to be just... Oh yeah, we got half a cake.
Half a pie.
Half a
That's
pie.
not a cake.
Half a cake pie.
Very disappointing cake.
That's a weird cake. Haven't seen that cake before. So, yeah, this is just basic apple pie.
It
Yes,
is half a pie.
That is half of a pie.
It's half a pie, yeah. They sell you half of a pie for the price of
Of a
one pie.
Another one, I'm like, oh man, this one's not gonna be good.
No, I don't think this is going to be very good either, but
I'm expecting it to be drier than the Mojave.
Drier than Muhammad.
I'll start serving it up. It's going to get difficult to put things on Robbie's plate.
that's fine.
I'll be quick. You just eat the rest of that real quick. Trucian just says, didn't know they made that. I mean, you just make a pie and cut it in half.
Yeah. It also just kind of makes sense that, like, hey, how about we cut a pie or pay someone to pay somebody to cut a pie in half, sell half of it for the price of a full one, and then we just gain the profits. You typically don't hear the word dry and edge together.
Only on this stream, baby.
Hey.
Let's go. I'm almost wondering if maybe we shouldn't have eaten a bunch of tacos before this.
It's fine.
Fine.
Fine. I'm definitely going through puberty right now. I'm
Yeah, he's about to hit his growth spurt, guys.
gonna get my big boy hairs.
Trust the process, E. You're supposed to feel sick.
This is gonna be like that time you made those abomination sandwich or s'mores.
I didn't eat
And-
the most abomination one, though.
No, that comes to me considering I stuck the whole thing in my mouth and tried eating it all at once.
Oh, I love that movie.
There's a movie called Eating It All at Once.
Yeah, it's
What?
that Korean
Don't
one.
Google that. Put the rest on your plate for posterity's sake.
Posterior sake. We all have one.
What's a posse steak?
So you know possum.
I think Dry's looking forward to that pie. He gave himself the biggest slice.
That's even-ish. It's a little big.
Making sure I get the edge. All right, give me a sec to change the.
All right. I'm not looking forward to this edge.
I will do my best.
All right, I got my edge.
Yep, he definitely just pulled off the entire crust. I think the only thing I'm probably looking forward to least or less than this is probably the edge of the cheesecake.
We'll see. We'll see. I just got basic bitch cheesecake, so we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
It's so dry.
Oh my god.
There's definitely just sand in your mouth.
Oh man. At
No.
least with this one versus some of the others, you like get some fruit because it's just stuck to it. But like,
So I didn't bite deep enough to actually get any fruit in it, so I'm just chewing on crust.
well, just the like jelly is still on the back.
No,
It's
like
oh, I see. You just grabbed the crust.
yeah, I just grabbed this part.
Mm.
Like I literally just ate this part.
But man, just oh, get stuck in your mouth. Oh,
Sand. It is
terrible.
sand in my
terrible.
mouth. It's a bad edge.
Yeah. If there was lower than a D tier, I'd give it lower
I'm
than a D
inventing
tier.
lower than a D tier.
If only there was a letter lower than D.
What can't be E here? 'Cause that's just E's favorites.
And Sean was saying, like, apparently as you were cutting, he was like, now it's half of a pie. Now it's a half of a pie. Just got to slice off the apple part of the pie.
Knows math.
Yeah, Spoon's saying the worst part with no flavor. Yeah, the only purpose is to hold up the flavor. I have sand that's kind of like sliding down the back of my throat right now.
I still. Oh man, the crust doesn't taste good either.
No, it doesn't.
Ugh. Yeah, that's F. That's an F tier.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was not good.
This is delicious though. Oh, take that away, E.
Shan just saying improv F tier. Yeah.
Yes, we are improving F tier.
I could have also moved everything up a tier, but you know.
Ugh.
It really
Yeah, that
makes
was
me
not good.
cough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I already have a cough, but yeah.
that was like somehow worse than. I want to say it's worse than like whenever you have like really dry toast.
Way worse than dry
Yeah.
toast. Because at least toast still tastes like toast.
Yeah,
This
It's-
tastes like
it almost tastes like an overcooked strudel with no fruit in the middle of it.
yeah. It's just all sand.
Yeah.
Not good. Would not recommend eating just the crust of a pie.
Apple pie crust exists, increase the value of all of our dessert edges. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was. It's something that I said earlier about like with the movies that we watch is one time I went down to go visit my mom. We watched American Werewolf in London because I found the Blu-ray of it, and then she decided that she wanted to watch American Werewolf in Paris. And American Werewolf in Paris is so bad it makes American Werewolf in London better.
But American Werewolf in London still pretty
It is
good.
still very good, yes.
So no,
But it went from being like a pretty good horror comedy movie to like a really, really good horror comedy movie because of how bad American Wolf in Paris is.
That's fair. Oh, I see the box.
I think we're doing the cheesecakes.
He's taking its hat off.
Hope I don't have it upside down.
That would
Doubt
be
it.
weird.
Yeah, that would be really weird if they packaged it that way.
I hope I let it thaw enough. Let's
He's
see.
struggling a bit.
Huh.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's basic bitch cheesecake.
This is not looking like a good cheesecake.
So this is from someone who absolutely adores cheesecake. That kind of just looks like mashed potatoes.
That looks like mashed potatoes that are frozen or just cream cheese, a
And
giant
as
shove of cream
someone who
cheese.
adores mashed potatoes, I wish it was. No. We'll see.
We're gonna
Yeah.
see.
And then yeah, me and Sean, this is also our personal favorite dessert. And I'm pretty sure with the edge of this, we're just gonna be eating graham crackle crumble.
Graham cracker?
Graham spackle.
Yeah, we're eating spackles or speckle spackle.
Pickle spackle. Ugh. We should not think a lot of this through. Like, if
No.
our plates are all full or...
That's my plate.
I know. Oh my gosh. How are we determining the edge of this one?
The edge.
The graham cracker part, I guess.
The back part.
Okay. It's hard. It's a little hard for me to see. It's so far
Mistakes,
away.
yeah. Mistakes have been made. Dealing with my plate.
Which brings us to our sponsor today.
Every time.
Oh, yep. That is the edgiest edge that I'm going to be able to get for this.
Yeah, don't know how the edge will work. Hey, that's
'Cause-
exactly why we're doing this, though. Is how do edges stack up to each other?
'Cause, yeah,
So
this-
far, not
This
very.
is what the edge looks like for the cheesecake.
Cheesecake is definitely like a top tier dessert, so this is gonna
I
be
agree.
funny.
Cheesecake is so good.
It's so good that my father, who like hates dessert, still loves cheesecake. Like he'll still eat some cheesecake. I think it's the only cake he likes.
Actually, that's a question I was going to ask you guys is, do you think that cheesecake is more of a cake or a pie?
I think cheesecake counts as a cake.
Yeah, but it has a crust like a pie, though. It's just like an open-faced pie. Yeah.
Nobody heard.
They just heard yeah.
Dry's getting all the sand for this
I
one.
think Shane has the right idea. Cheesecake is cheesecake. I don't know. I guess like I see the pie. So the thing that makes me say it's not a pie, it doesn't have the actual edge crust part. that
It's
a
a
pie-
Right.
graham cracker.
No, like the bit we ate it off of the thing. The
Yeah.
part you specifically
The part
ate.
that like sticks up.
Yeah, it doesn't have that, and that's why I hesitate to call it a pie.
Let's see. Let's see what this is.
Because like, I think I got like the perfect amount of or the most edge that I could get off of this.
Yeah. Let's edge.
That's our new catchphrase. We're trying it out. Let us know.
That's better than I thought it would be.
That's still all right. Still pretty fucking all right.
It's a good
Mhm.
texture.
It's a good texture. It's actually a decent amount of flavor for just being graham cracker crust.
It's still very
It's
sweet.
moist.
Thawed.
God. That's good.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
That's an A tier.
Yeah, I'm thinking A.
That's easily an A tier. Yeah.
The only thing holding it back is it's not it's not the whole cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's not the full cheesecake. Yeah. I wanted.
That is way better than I expected it to be.
I want to shove this cheesecake in my mouth.
I think Sean's counting the amount of times we say moist. Because it's moist X2, then A tier. Let's go.
Exclamation point moist. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited about that cheesecake. To eat that.
Cheesecake is good.
Cheesecake's great. A tier. A tier crust. And this is
Absolutely A tier.
cheap cheesecake. But compared to these other crusts,
Oh yeah, it's definitely better than the other crusts we've been having tonight.
But that's the beauty of a cheesecake, though. Like even cheap cheesecake is still really good,
Right?
Because
cheap cheesecake, yeah.
because cheesecake itself is so like simple. It's such little like actual things.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. I would love to get like fancy desserts and do edges.
That's when we set up our Patreon.
Yeah. our whole Patreon is just going to be to afford fancy desserts.
Get some nice eclairs and
Mm.
key lime pie and
Like, yeah, key lime pie does have an edge, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that. When I cough away from the mic, I think it doesn't pick up very much.
also Sean is saying once cheesecake goes bad though, yeah, it's not as good.
But-
He's still saying business expense for the stream.
Yeah.
You're getting a expensive desserts for this.
Hiring a chef.
Here's the thing, though. When I don't think I've ever seen cheesecake go bad because I've never had cheesecake long enough for it to go
That's
bad.
fair. I mean, normally whenever I get cheesecake, it goes in the freezer so it lasts longer. Also, I don't mind eating frozen cheesecake,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've never had bad cheesecake. But I can see that considering like the milk and creams and everything that go into it, like getting kind of sour once it goes bad.
Oh yeah, I would bet it's
That are like
terrible.
turning into a liquid.
Yeah, I bet it's just terrible.
But I think Dry is also doing sound tests to see what it sounds like whenever we get further away from the mic to see if it picks us up more or not, and to see how good the noise gate that he put onto these is compared if we do like something like this. So this is
Yeah.
also just testing the stream to see what the microphones sound like now with the new audio interface.
I think I'll turn the mics up a little bit more.
Okay. As E brings in more desserts. I'm starting to also regret the keeping all my desserts on my plate for this. Crumble.
Lasagna.
That's our final edge. Lasagna.
It's not even
It's-
our final.
It can be a dessert if you want it to be.
All right,
Okay.
so this is a crumble. This was a very last minute pick from me.
It was. I think Robbie needs another plate.
I'll go grab some.
Yeah, grab 3 more plates. You got a whole plate of desserts there.
Yeah, I have an entire plate of desserts now to deal with.
And you don't even
Cakes were made.
you don't even have the chocolate cake on there.
I mean,
You have the edge of the chocolate cake, but you don't
yeah,
have
I
a full
like, the
slice.
little edges of it, but
And then what else is what's up there? You don't have the cookie.
yeah,
you
there's
don't
a
have
bit of the
the
cookie in there.
donuts. You don't have the funfetti. So we gotta have more plates. It's just how it go. I'm gonna start cutting this.
Okay. Oh, King Orcs is here saying just in time.
Kind of.
Also, John is saying lasagna as a dessert. Interesting choice, lol. And best way to have a test stream is with food.
I moved the camera. Oops.
Oopsie whoopsie.
It's still good in view.
He's already feeling it.
It's hitting me, man. It's a shame the next
Really
part
had
of
to
the
get
stream
that
is doing jumping jacks for an hour. King Orcs just in time. Yep.
Zvoon saying, I mean, everybody likes food. Who doesn't want to eat? I think there's just a lot of sugar for this.
It's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of various rich things.
So Sean's saying the blood of your enemies is in that dessert. It's so red.
This one's triple berry. Oh, where's the box at?
So how in the hell are we going to do the edge of this? Just like take some of the crust off the top?
That's a good question, actually, because there's not really a defined edge.
The edge is what touches the tin.
Okay.
Anyway, it's strawberry, blackberry, and blueberry apparently.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, that's kind of bitter.
It is kind of bitter. I'm gonna try just the crumble.
I mean, I grabbed mostly just the crumble.
I'm a bit disappointed with this one actually.
A little bit.
The crumble's okay. A little gooey. Little gooey on the crumble.
Like doing what Dry is doing with the crumble.
Yeah.
Has a bunch of seeds that get stuck in your teeth.
I mean, some people like that though too. Like a lot of people who get jams, they get jam, or if they get like a blueberry jam or blackberry jam or something, it's gonna be filled with seeds.
Blueberries have seeds in them.
Guess so. I mean, how else will they grow?
Seeds. Well, like I just mean like I feel like when I eat blueberries, I never have to deal with the seed.
I mean, I think it's because you're dealing with like a whole blueberry, but like I'm also thinking of like blackberries and like raspberries and stuff like
Blackberries
that,
definitely. I feel like I've.
or even strawberry jam. Strawberry jam has a bunch of seeds in it.
Better than the turnover.
That's not saying too much,
It
but
is better than the turnover.
because even if you get like mostly the crumble, you still get a little bit of that fruit in it.
Yeah.
I would put it probably at a C.
Yeah,
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm excited to go back to it.
it's a little bit of a disappointing C, but it's a C.
I think this one's gonna have the least difference between the,
The
edge,
edge and the yeah. It's okay. I'm interested to get more berry in there. It's like a big old bite of berry.
Get all those seeds.
Where in C?
Where in C? That's a good question.
I'd say it's at the end of C. Like it's better than a turnover, but I think I like the donut better.
Yeah, I like the donut better still. And the cookie was better, too.
Cookies are cookies.
I just yeah, the cookie. It's a cookie. There's not a crumble monster,
Right.
so. All right.
Yeah. Sean's saying like a D plus tier.
There's no pluses and minuses.
But what if there were?
It defeats the purpose.
The King Oryx is saying this is either a diabetic's worst nightmare or the wettest dream.
Or the wettest nightmare.
The wettest nightmare of dreams.
You should also get like a moist cloth while you're down there. Got moist
Help
paper
clean this
towel.
up a bit.
Moist. Let's get that counter up. It's a lot of sugar, and we're not even eating like the sugar part.
Yeah. This is gonna get rough.
Yeah. Let me grab that there chat. See what's a happening. How's audio coming for everybody on your side? It's coming in all right. Is it kind of feeling patchy? Give us some notes here. Be too low, too high. Like, what's going on? Audio sounds pretty good after the increase. Great. Okay, cool. Def hard to move. People move away from the mics. Yeah, when move away from mic, that was intended. When we're doing streams in the future like this, we'll probably have... Actually, I could do that right now. 1 second.
Coming back onto camera. All right, let's see what I missed here. And yeah, pretty much a soggy towel just to clean up the crap that was on the table. And yeah, saying we got to start ingesting salt just to counteract the sugar. Audio sounds pretty good, especially after the increase. Definitely hard to hear when people move away from the mics. Yeah, that's with the sound or the noise gate that Drive's been putting on these. So karaoke time. I feel like Sam should be here just to judge you guys. That's
She was here for a bit.
That's mostly what she does is just sit here and judge us. So that's fair.
All right. So, for the stream, I think I'm deciding, at least for this right now, I just turned off the noise gates and stuff like that.
Considering how much we're moving around.
Well, we're moving around, be able to hear us a little bit better. I think it will work a little bit better for what we're doing right now. Other streams, we'll put it back on. So these are actually E brownies.
I mean, not like from scratch.
Not
but-
from scratch, but
Their e-brownies are brownies.
they're
if you
not
will.
store made.
No. So
They're store bought, but not
maybe
store
a little
made.
advantage, but like that really just means they're heated up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, says nice crust on those.
This is the specific dessert that sparked this stream, basically.
They are looking good. I think we gotta go true edge. Everybody gets a corner, right?
Yeah.
I'm down for that, but I really like the corners.
That's the best part.
I agree.
There's a lot of stuff we should probably technically doing, like cleaning off these forks every time, but
Yeah, because I feel like I'm gonna get a little bit of crumble and a little bit of cheesecake.
Shan saying that's kind of a personality test, corner or middle. Yeah.
And it's how this whole idea started, is because we were talking about like what's the best part of the brownie? Is it the corner? Is it the edge? Or is it the center?
You guys ever see that like pizza guy? Who you go into his place and he's like, hey, nice to meet you. Would you like a corner or a center?
What?
I don't know. It's on the internet.
That's a real thing? You didn't
It's
just
a real
make
thing. I
that
didn't
up?
make that up.
I mean, I was gonna go into a dark joke with this. It's like, and then counting on your answer, he asks you to flip a coin and then pick which coin, all while holding a metal cylinder in his hand.
You gotta be careful how I cut this, or else it'll look real swastika-y.
You're cutting into it now. I can actually smell it too.
Yeah.
I can't.
All right. Yeah, this is the thing that sparked the debate. I think we talked about this for like 45 fucking minutes too.
Yeah.
Like what makes the best dessert? Like what's the edge? It's like, okay, we all decided the edge isn't the best part of the dessert, but maybe sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Because like, it was just like, what's the best dessert? And then we are like, oh, like brownies are there. And I was like, well, was it the edge of the brownie or the and then we were like, well, you got to like separate them, really.
Yeah. So the most edge you can do, the corner of the brownie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's edge. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Fucking come on. There's not even a
it's
contest.
gotta be.
It is chewy. It is rich. It is sweet.
It's chewy. It's got a crunch
Yeah.
to it still. Oh,
But it's not too sweet.
No, it's not. It's just perfect.
That's fucking good.
I think we knew.
S tier all day,
we
every day.
know.
S tier.
We know. S tier.
Yeah, sounds really good. So obviously F tier. I think it's funny that the pie crust was so bad that we actually had to create an F tier for this.
It was really bad pie crust.
It was really bad pie crust.
I also like that we skipped E. I think that's fun.
That's what you do.
What?
I had the E right there.
Oh, right. That's true.
Also, I think Sean liked that dumb joke. Huh?
You just skip E and stuff like this.
I mean, I don't think you want us taking bites out of your edges.
Not yet.
A store, King Oryx, to answer your question, made a pie. Everything was store made except for the brownies, which was boxed. But, I mean,
I don't think that's that much of an advantage.
I don't think it is
No.
either, honestly. I don't think it is either. Yeah, so let's run through it from the bottom to the top.
Here, let me just increase the size of this.
Oh, yeah. This is important work we're doing.
The world has to
The
know.
world has to know.
Who made the pie?
Store.
Yeah, it's the corporate.
Corporation did it, man. So yeah, at the very bottom of the edge list
It's so bad it got its own tier
Yeah.
made specifically for it.
was apple pie edges. Just not good.
No.
It's not a good edge. It's too dry. You get some fruit in there, but like not really.
It doesn't really do anything to take away from how crumbly that edge is.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just F. It's bad.
yeah.
D. I think this is one that could have been a B if it were a different.
If it was a better turnover.
If it was a better turnover.
If it was a worse turnover, it could have been an F. But
Yeah.
so I think that it also counts on like, it's one of those counting on who made it kind of things. Like there's
I
certain
mean, all of
foods-
these are gonna be.
there's certain foods I feel like no matter who makes it, it's still going to be good. And then there's other foods that are really easy to mess up. I feel like turnovers fall into that category of like it's easy to mess up a turnover.
That's fair.
I think this was one of the cases. That turnover was just sitting there for too long. It got
Yeah.
too gooey.
Like an F tier turnover would be like if you got, I don't know if they still do this or not. Like back whenever Arby's had turnovers, and like one that had
Dude,
been,
they were delicious.
yeah, they were good whenever like they were freshly made.
Yeah.
But if you had one that was like sitting underneath the heat lamp for like an hour and a half, and there's like, oh yeah, you can have this one. It's like kind of burnt on the top of it, and there's
Yeah.
like almost no fruit in the center of it, and it's just like all edges almost.
Yeah.
Like, because then you bite into that, and it's like this crunch, and it's not even like a good crunch. It's like a croissant that has like a little bit of sugar on it, and it's
Yep.
just not good.
It's not good. In C tier, at the top of at the bottom of C tier, we got the crumble.
And this, I think that's a very variable one. Depending on crumble and stuff.
And
Yeah.
I think that's also another one. Those counting on who made the crumble also makes a big difference of that one. But yeah, the crumble wasn't quite as good, but it was like it was fine. Like I wouldn't
fine.
complain. Like if I was at someone's house and like, all right, we're having crumble for dessert, like I wouldn't complain about it. But
Yeah, you'd eat the whole crumble.
yeah,
Whereas with the pie, you'd stop eating the pie.
yeah.
You'd stop eating that pie. And you'd just put it to the side and say, I'm not hungry.
That or you'd eat the pie and then like the crust would be left over on the side of it because some people do that actually. They'll eat all the filling and then like just leave the crust behind. I've seen that before.
Right above the crumble, we have the Long John.
You don't get the good part.
Yeah.
You don't get the good part of the donut. And it's great. There's people who have just unfilled Long Johns, and I feel like, what are you doing?
Hey, that's just a bar at that point.
Yeah, you're just why bother?
Yeah.
And then above that cookie, it's
Yeah,
a cookie
directly center.
It's a cookie.
directly center.
I think what helped that one a lot is the chocolate chunks in it. The chocolate chunks kind of made
Yeah.
it a lot more edible.
If it were just a sugar cookie,
Yeah,
I think that would have been pretty garbage.
I
But those
agree.
chocolate chunks do a lot of heavy lifting for that, even on the edges.
I agree.
B at the bottom, we got
For cake.
the
Yeah.
B for cake.
I think the problem with that one is it was way too rich.
Yeah.
So rich.
You
And
gotta
the-
be ready for that.
And the edges didn't help it because it had the extra cocoa or
Yeah,
powder or whatever it was.
right.
So it was even more rich than the center would even be. And it's moist, but I feel like the middle's gonna be moister.
Right. Like the middle is probably gonna be better. Like the edge is that's the thing with cakes because there's some people like they always go for the corners of cakes because there's way more frosting on them. There's some
more
people who
frosting.
really like a lot of frosting.
I like the center of the cake actually.
Yeah, same
for
here.
Me.
That first bite of that cake when that little tip and you put your fork, perfect.
Right.
Perfect. Above that, Funfetti. Both the cakes went in B tier. Funny,
Yeah.
actually, I didn't even think about that, but Funfetti
It's
cake.
weird. It's like they have something in common.
It's almost like that. It was good. It was totally good.
Standard cake.
Standard cake. Like you go for cake, you get that cake. That's the flavor you think of when you think of cake. Totally fine. A tier,
The cheesecake baby.
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Like that was honestly surprising. I didn't think because it's graham cracker. It's graham cracker and butter. That's all the crust of a cheesecake really is.
Yeah.
But it works. Like
does.
even just by itself, it works.
Yeah, it worked really
It's
well.
Still soft and like nice texture.
Yep, for sure. That was really good. Very good. And the
What-
least surprising thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What sparked this entire debate from on a platform we don't even stream on anymore.
Yeah. Brownies. Brownies is just the best edge of a dessert possible.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
You get the crunchy, you get a little bit of the moist in there.
Get that chewy texture. And it's like a really nice chewy texture.
Yeah, and then if the brownie's made right, it's not too sweet, not like bitter. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So you get every texture possible, but it doesn't feel like a mishmash. It feels like it works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It all goes together very nice. And like you said, because it's not too sweet, like you never get overloaded with the sugar. It's just good.
It's
all
just
around.
good. It's just good. So that's our
Edge.
edge of desserts. We just edged for an hour.
Yeah. Oh man.
Also, I had to go back up the chat to get this because Sean had said you can take the pie out of the corpo, but you can't take the corpo out of the pie.
Ain't that just the truth?
Because King Orc says, I guess corpo scum can't make pies. That's worth knowing.
It's probably true. Also, yeah, Shane also said a nice like Gaussian curve on ours. I think
Yeah.
this is basically how tier lists should distribute ultimately.
Yeah,
If we had one more dessert, this is really close to being like an offset pyramid.
but like that's what it should be. Most things you eat are average,
Yeah.
honestly. So like, I think this is pretty accurate to what it should be, which is nice. Actually, it's nice to see that.
Yeah.
We're totally average.
Hooray!
Average edgers.
Yeah. So should we do the next tier?
Yeah, let's get it
For
going.
doing the centers.
We're gonna judge the dessert as a whole. We're just gonna say, is this a good dessert? Or is this a bad dessert?
We'll start with what we have on the plate still.
Yes, that's what we're gonna start with because we have some stuff
There's
on
a
the plate.
lot on the plates. Especially for me.
I'm gonna go with that crumble first. What do you guys think? Crumble?
Sure. I think that's like
Because I think we're just taking a solid bite out of the crumble, which I almost did, and then I realized like that's not gonna work, so I just took the crust off the top of it.
Yeah. Let's it's a nice mouthful of crumble.
This is gonna be the best chance this thing gets.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Get a little bit of frosting in there too. It doesn't fall off my fork.
That's better. That's a lot better actually.
Much better.
It's super balanced actually. So you get a lot of acidity from the fruit and the bitterness, but also that crust kind of like pops out a little bit better too.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The fruit mix I think could be a better distribute. I don't think those three fruits are what you want particularly, but
Sure.
I think just one of those probably would be improved. But like, yeah, you
It does
get a
make it
much
rather
better
tart, but
yeah,
the crumble does kind of offset the tartness a little bit.
A lot of
Much.
seeds.
Yeah, a lot of seeds, which you probably hear it crunching a little bit whenever I bite down because there's just a bunch of seeds when I go.
Tons of seeds. With the filters taken off, this is definitely ASMR now.
yes, Jen said food tier list marathon. And then King Oryx, this proof that desserts are just a pyramid scheme. So if I'm preempting a B, I'm not sure yet.
I think it's good.
Yeah, because like B saying like we're guessing this is gonna be directly in center because there's no F anymore.
Oh, what?
Because I went back to the start. But if we need to, we can add one. I don't anticipate needing an F because like that pie was just extremely bad.
Yeah, the crust was not good.
I would give this a B.
Yeah, you think it's like center of the road?
I'd say it's center of the road. Well, maybe say C tier, but you took away F, so I'd say
Yeah.
B tier probably because, like, this wouldn't be my first choice, but it's still good.
Yeah.
It's almost like a jam
Yeah, that's
with the
fair,
dessert.
that's fair.
So
Yeah, actually.
All right.
Okay. Let's keep the forking going. Let's go back to that pie. I'm curious about this pie actually. Do you have pie
see,
over
we just
there?
got a bad pie on
I
accident.
got some pie.
All right. Yeah, if we just got a bad pie, our ranking aren't going to change. But
I can't like because again the biggest issue is the dryness of that pie.
yeah.
Which the actual apple part of it looks like it's rather moist.
Yeah, I'm getting a good chunk of pie in here.
Much better.
That's undercooked.
It is undercooked.
It's much better though.
It is better, but
Man,
there's like still a crunch to the apple that I'm eating.
I don't know. Sometimes I like that in a pie.
It's supposed to be soft in a pie.
it's supposed to be a little soft. I think it's a little underdone, not crazy. But it's super cinnamon forward
Yeah.
in a way that I don't dig. I don't hate it. I would eat this if I had a scoop of vanilla ice cream on this. Would be amazing.
If it was, yeah, well, the vanilla ice cream would probably make it for this, but
Another thing that got kicked or canned from the tier list. I definitely would prefer the crumble.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
enough to-
C.
Is
Can
it
you guys
enough
take a
to-
bite of just the apple for me and tell me what you taste? I have a very
hold on.
specific taste that I'm tasting here, and I'm not liking it. I think it's because there's too much cinnamon.
Get a little
Am I
bit of
crazy, or is that kind of soapy?
I'm not tasting soap.
I still don't love it.
It's not a like particularly strong apple flavor though, which is weird when
No.
you're eating an apple. You tasting the soap, Robbie?
Now it's just the apple a little bit.
Maybe maybe this is just a bad pie.
I think I'd put that in D tier.
I don't think I would say as far as D. Though again, I don't know how this one's gonna distribute as much.
What do you think, Robbie?
I think I know what it is. So those apples, because what I got was like just like the goo and apple. That's it. They made these with sour apples.
Yeah, now that you mention it, my mouth is getting pretty dry there.
Yeah, I think that's because like you want like a Granny Smith apple, and this is more almost like a green apple.
Yeah, that one with the apple.
So yeah, it feels like they made it with sour apple or
Our apple.
apples that are more on the sour side, and they were kind of undercooked.
Kind of undercooked. If we had a C minus, I'd put it there, but I still didn't love this pie.
I would say more like a C, but it's not.
I mean-
it's not a great pie.
If you're both saying C, then it's C.
Let's do C, but put it on the side so that we can drop it if we're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like there's probably gonna be another C tier, and it's gonna be better than this.
I don't like the aftertaste either.
Yeah, that wasn't. I think, to be fair, I feel like that was just a misrepresented pie almost because
This pie is being misrepresented.
like this shouldn't be.
pie's parents? C minus.
Sean's saying time to add an S plus tier. Sometimes I like the crunch in our apple pie. That not me. Yeah, I think the soap that Dry was tasting earlier it was kind of like a sour apple,
Yeah.
which is weird.
All right. What else do we have here?
And then
I
someone
have
saying C minus with a bad pie.
I have brownie and cheesecake.
I have the not crust of the brownie still.
Yeah, I still have enough.
I have a little bit of everything except for the donut and the.
Cakes.
Do we all
Yeah,
have
funfetti cake.
cheesecake? Let's go for cheesecake. We have that right here.
I have a guess of what's gonna happen here, but
Yeah, I have a guess too. I mean, oh, that's so much better after that pie too.
Oh yeah.
fucking cheesecake, man.
It's cheesecake. Come on, that's good.
It's really good
Oh,
cheesecake.
man. Yeah.
Even for being cheap cheesecake, it's still really good.
It's like pizza. Like even cheap pizza is still good pizza.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Mm.
It's one of those when it's good, it's really good. But whenever it's bad, it's still pizza.
Yeah. I'm just feeling the S on the
That's S.
cheesecake.
That's for sure an
It's
S.
really good.
Yeah.
Especially in comparison to the pie. Like that became a weird palate cleanser for the pie.
I'm finishing this slice. Mmm.
And Sean's saying he's had pizza that, or I don't know, I've had pizza that made me regret it. I mean, I've had pizza that made me regret it afterwards, but never during.
All the best pizza makes you regret it.
I mean,
All
we
the
have
best
the brownie here.
all the best pizza makes your stomach growl in such a way they're like, "What have you done to me?"
That's the sugar. We have the brownie. Yeah, let's go brownie.
I still got a good chunk of not crust, so.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Not as good without the crust, but still pretty damn good.
It's still moist.
It's missing the crunch though.
It's missing the chewiness of it.
It's brownie though.
Yeah,
It's still a brownie.
I'm feeling A.
Yeah. I think you're spot on there because I think it does miss a lot without the crust. Actually.
Yeah, I think we're all a bunch of edge boys because like there's people who like really like the center part.
I get it. If
But
you
we're all a
really
bunch of
like
edgers.
a nice moist and like just feeling of chewing on it for 3 hours. I get it if you're that, but
It's like
Yeah.
taffy that falls apart in your mouth.
yeah, I'm feeling A.
I'm feeling an A on that.
It's still an A tier.
It's still good.
Yeah.
It's still good. I would eat this.
Yeah.
Any day.
It's like you're at get together with your family and someone brought brownies and then they took all the edge pieces off. And like there's just that centerpiece and you're like, still eat it, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
I wish I had an edge, but
Still good though.
still good. All right. What else do we have down there, E? That's a lot of things still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of sugar.
You're like, oh, we're almost done, right? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
We're almost, aw.
Bring a couple up.
yeah. I'll bring the donuts and the turnovers.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel not good.
Nah, it's fine. Just quit being a little bitch and you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is me. This is a me problem. We all can't feel our right foot though, right? Because I think
I'm
that's
getting shooting pains up my arm, but other than that, I'm fine. I'm kind of regretting keeping all of my desserts on this plate.
there's so much on that plate.
I think palate cleanser with the rest of this cheesecake.
Sean's saying got to go on the treadmill for 3 minutes after this.
Yeah.
Adjective that should just not describe foods. Fuzzy.
You don't want to eat fuzzy food?
You don't want fuzzy food.
No.
What about peaches?
I mean, I don't eat it because it's fuzzy though. I'm going to turnover land.
I still have my turnover.
I feel like I'm like breathing like a rain a mile.
You've gone up the stairs a lot. That's the other thing.
He's
So
getting the most exercise out of all of us during this.
every time he is changing out one of the desserts on the table, he has to go downstairs to the kitchen, grab them, and come back up the stairs. So he's
And then my refreshment is soda.
So,
yeah.
Another thing that Sean's saying is final test all the desserts in a blender. So here's the thing about that. We actually had a s'more test, and we had one that was called the Abomination. It was just all the different s'mores put together. It was like a normal s'more, a s'more made with oatmeal cream pies, a s'more made with chocolate chip cookies, and there's another one that can't remember. Oh, made with a s'more made with Reese's cups.
And a macadamian cookie.
Oh, yeah.
And
the
then one that's
macadamia cookie.
macadamia nut cookie. And he put all those together and, being sensible, took a bite out of it. And then I stuffed the whole thing in my mouth. And Sam just kept on saying about how much I looked like I wanted to die while trying to eat that.
It was
It was
awful.
so much sugar.
That's one of the only times in my life where I've said, like, this is actually just way too sweet.
Yeah.
Like, this is painfully sweet.
Yeah. Like, makes your teeth hurt level of sweet.
Yeah. All right, let's see if this can redeem itself.
I thought this was gonna be apple.
Cherry?
I think so. Some red.
That's cherry, yeah.
Definitely better.
Much better. Much better. I'm missing the crunch still,
Yeah.
but that filling is really good.
So I think
know
the
what this-
question is, which had the better filling, the crumble or this?
I think this.
I was about to say, you know what this is? This is a better version of the crumble.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, I would put this at a B, but above the crumble. It's good. It's really good.
It actually was really good. Not as good as a brownie, but it was still good.
Yeah. Lots of big cherry chunks in there.
The squirrels are gonna be eating tonight.
Just walk outside, throw it in the air, and run.
Oh. Okay, I have the white one.
Something red. Might be blood. Who knows?
We're in the final stretch, Troy. You can do it.
I'm so glad that I brought... This is 40 ounces of water, and it's almost gone.
I just shouldn't have eaten 6 tacos before this.
Mistakes were made tonight.
Is
whenever you see like the people who do like the food thing, you're like, oh man, I feel like if I was there, I would have just ate the whole thing. And then you do it, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're like, this is such a bad idea.
All right. Auf Wiedersehen.
It's not the worst idea that Dry's come up with food tier lists, but we'll eventually get to that.
What other ideas did I have?
We have to eat the food that we don't like.
Well, that's not a tier list. That's just if we reach 50.
Yeah.
All right. Objective.
Mm.
Good.
I'm kind of disappointed with mine. I feel like I'm still getting too much of like the doughy donut.
It's doughy. It is doughy. The cream's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get a bit of cream. Just gonna tongue it.
I mean, I took a big bite out of mine, so there's plenty of cream.
Yeah, you did.
I got a lot of cream, but like when you want to get a lot of cream, you have to just shove down a bunch of donut too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the issue I'm feeling.
I'm gonna be honest with the chocolate donut. The cream makes it a little bit too sweet.
Yeah, that's the danger with Long John sometimes.
Yeah, I was feeling that with the maple too. I'm glad you guys said something so I didn't look like a bitch.
Also got quoted saying, "That's a lot of cream. I'm gonna tongue it."
I've said worse on stream.
We're not edging for nothing, boys.
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Not good.
It's actually with the cream, it's a bit too sweet.
Yeah, I feel like that's not an issue I was having with like either of the other things.
Right.
I almost want to say this cement's like C and then moving the pie down for sure.
Yeah, because the pie is worse than this.
Yeah,
I would
it's
say
definitely worse.
significantly. Yeah, I think pie does need to go down to D, and this needs to jump up to C.
C plus minus tier.
So that's the thing is the pie is a C minus minus minus. This was a C minus plus. You also might need to vacuum your couch after this.
I need to just clean the entire area before we do anything else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you think when we upload the archive to YouTube, it will get banned if we say we're edging?
I don't think we
might
will.
get demonetized, but
Yeah.
we're not monetized.
We're not, can't get D if you never got UD.
That's how it works, right?
I don't know. How's everybody doing tonight? What are you guys doing over there? Home. Not eating 7 desserts. Wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 desserts.
9 desserts.
Good lord.
Two.
Times 2.
Yeah.
And I ate the whole
This is.
cheesecake because it was really good.
I ate the whole cheesecake and I actually liked that turnover enough that I took quite a few big bites out of it. I was just gonna grab one of those ones, but
It's all cookie here, man.
Be sure you don't eat the edge.
Okay. Okay.
Gee,
You weren't ready for me to just drop a bunch of crumbs.
I mean mine fell apart in my hand, so
I just look over. I see E pulling his mask away from his face, and crumbs just start falling out.
I just look like a creature.
You throw that.
That just makes me wish it was a soft cookie.
yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be better if it was a soft cookie.
it would be.
The chocolate is still doing so much heavy lifting.
Tons of heavy lifting.
The chocolate's good though.
Yeah.
It's very different from the chocolate cake chocolate.
Yes.
I'm gonna say in a good way.
Yeah. I don't know if the chocolate does enough for me to like put it above the donut or anything, but
I'd put it in C.
yeah.
I'd say she. Like this is an okay cookie.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird because like the edge was kind of better.
Yeah. Well, the edge, like when you're eating the edge of a cookie, you're still kind of expecting it to be kind of hard and not like
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
El Diablo 4.
King Orc saying LOL, just grinding Diablo 4 and watching three guys edge a bunch of pies. And then Sean says, El Pablo 4.
Oh man.
I don't feel good.
We're almost there. We just have cake.
Just cake. You gotta go grab those? Alright, he's gonna go grab cake, and I'm just gonna not throw up on stream.
Lay down if you want.
Okay.
Just lay down into the desserts that are laying on the
No,
couch.
on the floor, I meant.
The pile of desserts we have behind us.
That'd be like borderline torture if you're like so full of sugar that you're laying on the floor and like, all right, we're almost done. I just gotta feed you this cake. Just open wide. Just airplanes.
Oh, this is probably gross, but had a friend, lived with them for a bit, and they were drinking. They were real drunk, and they were real hungry. So they're eating pizza. He's so drunk he throws up, and mid throwing up he tried to take a bite of pizza. So his pizza got covered in throw up.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Ready to throw up?
No.
no! He's telling a throw up story though, and like I just thought of the mechanics of this, and it's just, I think I know one that's worse that someone told me whenever I was in Job Corps, but go on.
We're not advertising here. Can't show that sign.
Oh, you want to hear something fucking insane?
I always want to hear something insane, E.
Okay, so on Twitch, Mountain Dew is using an AI to detect when their products show up, and their bot will show up in your chat and advertise.
So if we put a Mountain Dew bottle on our stream, we can ban their bots.
I already banned it.
Nice.
Fuck that.
That's genius. Wow, that's super fucked though.
Yeah.
That's not quite as bad as what Burger King did, because like there's a whole, they would tip somebody $5 and basically like people who had like the robot voiceover for it. So that way they would just get like $5 advertisings on random people's things. And then like they would take those Twitch clips and then they used it for an actual advertisement. The ones that were positive. So they paid like $20 to get like an actual advertisement
I'll
for people
say,
from Twitch.
It wasn't a Burger King ad. It was an ad for the advertising agency.
Wow.
So they were like, "Hey, other companies, look at what we could do." And then everyone's like, "This is awful."
Yeah. Like there's a whole bunch of people like, hey, if you're gonna do this, like, are you actually gonna pay me for being sponsored by you then? And like they didn't use that, and like we gave you $5, right? And like that's not a sponsorship.
It's not a sponsor. We're an asshole.
Yeah. I think probably my favorite response of that was like the whole like Burger King whatever deal they're doing with it's like, cool, I'm gonna take that $5 you gave me, I'm gonna give it to the Ronald McDonald House charity.
Okay, I'm gonna shove it up your ass.
I'm just gonna eat from these.
Fair.
All right.
You guys cool with that?
Yeah, I'm just reading. King R says, even with your normal consumption of sugar, this must be too much for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is far too much.
Like, I eat a lot of sugar, but this is like a lot of sugar.
A lot of different kinds of sugar too is the hard part, I think.
Yeah. I'm like extremely bloated right now.
Same. This is what Dry's idea was tonight, was to just torture us with sugar.
We've been wanting to do this for a while.
We've talked about it for a while.
We're gonna talk for like 3 hours after this stream.
All bite.
My roommate
Gotta do the
makes fun
sound
of me
effect.
for making noises too.
Gotta make the noise. We're gonna eat the cake. Just.
There is something so nice about eating such a simple dessert.
It really is.
All that.
I mean, again, this is my bias showing. I think that this is an A.
I feel like not as good as the brownie, but
Not as it should be. It should be under the brownie. I'll admit it should be under the brownie, but I do like it more than the turnover and crumble.
What do you think, Robbie?
I'd say it's kind of trading blows with the crumble. So I'd still put it as a B tier, honestly.
Okay, what do you think?
But
Ian?
like,
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to think of like in front of like, because I did like that turnover. That turnover ended up being really good.
Turnover was good. Turnover was really good.
I would say maybe in between the turnover and the crumble. It's definitely better than the crumble, but like it's trading blows with the I'm running out of words.
The
We
sugar
have
is.
a limit of how many words we can say.
I think the sugar is turning my brain off. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It is basic. It's trading blows with the turnover because this is more sweet than the turnover, but the turnover has like more of that tart flavor.
I think it's better than the turnover. But I think the brownie's quite a bit better than it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I would settle for it being in B, but being above the turnover.
I think we can
That's fair.
stop it at that. Yeah.
And leaves us with the last one here.
Oh boy,
This is a chocolate cake.
we're gonna puke.
We're gonna my
Hopefully
puke.
not.
All right. I'm gonna get. Do I have anything left? Oh, I have one sip left of my sugar drink.
Yeah, I drank 40 ounces of water for this, trying to like get all the sugar out of my system.
Oh gosh.
Like that's gone.
All right. Last bite. Yeah, I watch all these people eating these things, and I'm like, they had an amazing lunch. They're probably so happy. No,
Yeah.
no, they're not
I
happy
mean,
at
I've
all.
watched things like this before too, and like towards the end, they're always like, "Oh, this is so much sugar," and my response is always like, "What a little bitch!" And now that I'm doing it, I'm the little bitch.
I always think of like ProZD, and I'm like, man, I mean, like Hot Pockets like can be filling, but he only did 2 a day. I'm like, how did he do 2 a day? Shan saying, time to have the desserts fight each other in the Thunder Zone. King Oryx seconding it, calling it the deadliest dessert, the most dangerous dessert. Oh god. Okay.
Come on, we can. Just one more.
Okay,
That is definitely nice and moist.
it's moist. It's very moist. It does still have a little bit of that grain that I thought was just the side part, though.
Oh, that is just a cake, huh?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's the frosting that has that grain to it.
I'm gonna try just the.
That's a lot.
It is definitely sweeter than the other one was.
I'm gonna
than
try
the
just the
funfetti.
part without the frosting. I want to see what that. I want to see if it's the frosting that's grainy or if it's the cake that's grainy.
That's fair. Okay.
It's the frosting. The frosting's grainy.
Man, I was just want to say like top of C for that.
It is definitely. I do like chocolate. I'd say it's. I think
like-
it's better than the crumble, but
See,
Crumble is still good,
I like
though,
the
too.
crumble for having the fruit. Like,
Yeah.
it just being all chocolate, just like. What do you think, Jiraiya?
I'm torn. Because I do think it's better than doing the cookie for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely better than the donut and the cookie.
And I think.
Also, my stomach's starting to bubble now.
Yeah, me too. I think I would reach for this before I reach to the crumble. Although I do like the fruit of the crumble. I just keep going back to.
The turnover being better than the crumble.
Turnover was much better than the crumble.
Yeah.
Much better than the crumble. I'd put it at B.
Yeah.
I think it's still cake. It's,
From the way we're talking, I feel like we need to put the crumble down 1, 2.
you think?
Just because you guys keep like being like, I mean, it's not.
I think-
It's, at least it's not the crumble.
I think it was one of those things like we tried the crumble first, and so like that was just our base opinion
Yeah.
of it.
I
Yeah,
think it's fair to.
I'd say it's in between the turnover and the crumble.
I think.
We've also had a lot of sugar tonight.
Yeah.
My head's hurting.
The other thing is
My head
also
doesn't hurt yet,
just
but
that, like
my God, my stomach is not happy with me right now.
the turnover, like you guys never hesitated. Like that is the spot for it.
Yeah,
Where the crumble like kept feeling like it kept getting pushed back and back.
that's fair. That's fair.
Please do not puke on stream,
No, I'm,
especially with that
I'm
on.
right now.
Well, especially with that on your face.
All right, let's get the.
All right. So for dessert ranking, again, it does end up middling out a bit there.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things like
Seeing a nice bell curve again.
Yeah.
it's one of those things of like the edge brownie was the best with the edge, but when it came to just the actual dessert, the cheesecake was the best.
Yeah. Like if I were sitting down for a dessert, I would go for a cheesecake still. Out of
Yeah,
any
same
of
here.
these, if I saw a menu of all of these, I'd go for a cheesecake.
Same.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'd probably get a cheesecake and then like get a brownie piece and just like stick it on top of it.
All right, Jiraiya, money where your mouth is. I'm bringing the cheesecake back up. You have to eat all of it.
No, please, God, no.
I almost feel like I should just like run to the nearest McDonald's and just grab a large fry and we all just eat out of that.
He has
Try to-
McDonald's in the fridge.
There's McDonald's in the fridge. There's also just tacos downstairs.
Yeah,
that
well,
are
no,
salt.
I'm just saying fries because there's like so much salt in
So
the
much-
fries.
There's so much salt.
So it might like
Go to the hunting
It
store and
might
just get a
help.
salt lick.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
just all lick it.
there's a stream of all of us licking a salt lick.
It would be very funny for me.
3 men lick a cube.
Oh man.
3 men lick a cube after etching.
Spoon saying, "Oh my God!" Shan saying, "All right, now time for the punch to the gut test you said you were gonna do."
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Deep
Right.
breath.
Same time. We just all get in a circle. We circle punch each other.
We circle punch each other after etching.
This is the Spoon saying they do make brownie cheesecake. They do. It's too much for me. I think the brownie cheesecakes that they
Brownie
do.
cheesecake is sweet, but it's still good though.
It depends, because there's some that try to make the entire cheesecake the flavor of brownie, and there's some that use like a brownie crust.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I prefer the brownie crust over the ones that try to be a brownie.
I think I agree
Personally.
with you on that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Like a New York style cheesecake just with a brownie crust
Yeah, yeah,
or an Oreo crust maybe.
yeah, it'd be really good. All right, well, we did the thing.
We did the thing. I think we're all regretting it just a little bit.
I'm in a little bit of pain.
Some a little bit more than just a little bit.
A little bit of pain, yeah.
Like I said, I know my stomach's starting to bubble now after all that. I'm definitely more awake now. I don't know if that's a good thing though.
I don't know. Hey, there you go.
The full list.
The
It's
comparisons
all
are...
of MS Paint glory.
Wow, the comparisons end up being, like, kind of crazy, actually, because they're similar.
They're similar, but not quite the same.
I like that Funfetti is just a bee cake.
It's perfectly there.
It's just right there in the middle.
Turnover, got a nice
Turnover.
victory.
So what was the stuff we were saying? Like turnover would have one of the highest difference. I think that's true. Yeah.
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 We thought pie was going to be really high, though, too.
I think pie
Was a
is
bad pie, though.
Yeah, it's not the greatest
Yeah,
pie.
It was bad pie.
So yeah, I guess the thing for people to know is if you're gonna make an apple pie, don't use sour apples.
Or just don't make that pie.
Shane just saying, all right, where do these tier lists go on the tier list? I'm thinking our edge one above in like a B plus.
Yeah.
What else?
Cookie basically stayed the same.
Yeah.
Donut
Cookie
literally
dropped,
stayed
actually.
exactly the same.
I think weirdly enough, I like the edge of the chocolate donut more than I like the center of it, but like that Bavarian cream in the middle made it too sweet.
Yeah, for
Actually,
sure.
is the cookie the only one that dropped from where the edge was?
Let's see.
I think so. I think the rest went up.
Well, brownie went down.
Yeah, brownie went down.
Oh, right.
Because we're all like the edge of brownies more than we like the center brownie.
But like it just like got beaten by cheesecake though, more
Yeah.
than going down. Like the cookie actually was like dropped down.
Yeah, it did.
It was fifth from worst to second worst.
Yeah, that's crazy actually. Because again, I think he was right. When you're eating a cookie, you kind of expect the edge to be pretty crunchy and hard and get more gooey from the inside. But that was just crunchy and hard the whole way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that hurt it a lot. Well,
So we got a bad pie and a meh cookie for this.
Yep, that's my bad.
Also some meh donuts to be honest, but
Damn, Zafoon gave our tier list a D.
Whoa. Dang.
Well,
a D on our edging tier list? I don't know how to feel about that.
this was a lot of fun, guys.
This was a lot of fun though. This was dumb. and
we
I
made a
hurt,
lot
but-
of real dumb jokes. Like that was the fun
Yeah.
part about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, starting next year, we should have more of these dumb streams.
Yes.
Hopefully, yes.
That's
We
the
won't
plan.
play as we'll still be playing a lot of video games, but we'll do more of these in betweens.
Yeah. I think these are fun. They're just
Yeah.
like fun to hang out and do a dumb thing.
Yeah, I know.
Like doing this or opening up mystery boxes or whatever else
Yeah.
we end up doing with these kind of trying something.
I still, by the way, for anybody who watched the stream, I still have the pile of all the fucking
Yeah,
movies.
they're- The only ones that aren't there is I took 3 of them home to watch them just to see if they were any good or not.
Yeah. Did you check it out yet?
Yeah. The only one I have not
That's
finished.
half of it.
Yeah, that's half. The only one I haven't finished is the Scarlet Pumpernickel. Pimpernel?
Yeah.
Scarlet Pimpernel. Because it's the second episode, and like it's a full, like the length of a full length movie. And watching it, I feel like it definitely feels like there is something happening before it that I just don't understand what the hell's going on. So
Huh.
I have a hard time finishing it.
Gotcha. Well, everybody out there, if you want to get a hold of us, we have a link tree, linktr.ee/LOIP. Takes you to places you can listen to the podcast, social media. Because I stopped doing Twitter
It's bad.
because
Yeah.
it's Twitter.
Did you see that Elon Musk said that all the fucking advertisers are pussies or whatever?
Yeah, he said go fuck yourself
Yeah,
or
I said go
whatever.
fuck yourself because they're trying to blackmail him with advertising money.
Yeah, blackmail.
Yeah.
They're trying to pay him. Or not pay him, rather.
You know how fucking much you have to fuck up to make advertisers care about your racism and anti-Semitism?
A lot.
Yeah.
You got to fuck up a lot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's that. Check out the podcast. Our most recent one that went up was the War for Planet of the Apes. There will be a break for episodes because we are starting recording our end of the year stuff. So there's going to be a couple weeks, and then all of that will start being uploaded, and it's going to be good stuff. We don't know how long it's going to be yet.
3 days.
I bet we have at least 5 or 6 episodes in there.
No, 3 days straight.
Oh, I see. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I think our longest one was our second year still.
Maybe.
We did
We
do
had
a
a lot
lot
of
for that one.
ideas.
I
Yeah.
remember that having 6 episodes. So we release them one day after the other. And I remember that one being like 6 episodes, and they were all like 4 hours long or something.
Yeah.
That one was long.
We did have a lot of debate back and forth with that one.
We did. There's more people on it too for the
Yeah.
second year. There's a lot more people on it. So yeah, there's that. We are going to be streaming more Symphony of the Night on Wednesday. You'll keep going with that. And next Saturday, we're going to have another goofy thing.
Hopefully.
So hopefully, yeah. Maybe not this goofy.
Not this goofy.
Yeah.
There will probably be a video game.
There will most likely be a video game. Yeah. So I think that's anything else, guys.
No, I think we all just need to do something about the sugar we just intook.
Yeah, we should probably just all go get a big glass of water
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do.
and eat some celery.
Yeah.
Gotta eat light for the next 5 days after this.
Thank you guys for watching and hanging out and being in chat and all that stuff. Thank you guys for eating all these dumb desserts with me.
Yeah.
It was torturous but fun.
Yeah. We will talk to you and see you guys again very soon. Bye. Wait, we can press the button. No.
Oh no! What's happening? The alarm! It's sounding! You can see how long it takes me to turn off the stream.
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.